Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Deeper with Mwape. Today we're being joined by Miss Mwape Chirumba, a woman with a very inspirational story. We're going to see how she came down from rags and now we can say a rags to riches story. We'll see how her life was difficult before and now how she's able to cope with life right now and how she managed to make her life as comfortable as she is right now. So she will give us the story and details of every aspect of her life and just how she's made it through, and some advice to people out there who might probably be going through what she went through before she was where she is at right now. So good morning, Mrs. Chirumba, or is it Miss Chirumba?
Good morning.
Tell us how your life was like 5 years ago. What were you doing? How have you always been here in Macha?
Yes, I've been staying in Macha, though married in the village, and my life was so difficult. We depend on farming, making gardens, growing vegetables for sale, and even going in the bushes, cutting tall grass, and making bundles of grasses for sale to get money to help our family-wise and other things like soap or clothing.
Okay, so is that how it was when you were married, or is that what you were doing afterwards?
When I was married.
When you were married. So when was that exactly? When did you get married?
I got married in 1988.
1988. And is your husband still around right now?
No.
When did he pass?
He passed away in 2003, 17 March.
Oh, okay. So how was life like after he passed? What was like?
Life became so difficult because I had no help. Then I depended on piecework, like going in some people's fields, helping them weeding, then getting each day 5,000 kwacha. And it took many hours, from 7 up to 12 hours when I got the 5,000 kwacha. And that money was so little for me to help my family.
Okay, and how many children were you looking after by then?
4.
4 children. So with 4 children, all you depended upon was 5,000 kwacha.
Yes.
And then was there anything else you were doing apart from doing the piecework in people's fields?
Making my own garden, growing vegetables for sale.
Okay. And how much did those vegetables bring? How much did your garden bring out?
Each bundle of vegetables we are selling at 500 kwacha.
500 kwacha. And would you say that was sufficient enough for?
It was not. Due to what can I do? The little I have to use it.
Okay. So later on, what else did you do later on? I mean, did you continue working in people's fields?
I continued for a while. Then the idea came to go to Mwape Hospital looking for piecework.
And what kind of piecework was that?
That time I looked for any type of piecework, whether sweeping, for hair washing, cleaning someone's house. I didn't choose any, but I had to accept any piecework. And
what kind of piecework did the hospital give you?
I was offered the piecework of crushing stones.
Okay. And how much do you get out of crushing stones?
Each wheelbarrow cost 3,000 kwacha.
And was that the whole 3,000 kwacha was yours, or did you have to give some back to the hospital?
Yeah, that was mine.
That was yours. Okay, so how long did you crush those stones? For how long?
For 9 months.
9 months. And by then, were you still living in the village with your children?
Yes, I stayed in the village. First, when I came to look for piecework, then I found piecework and then to crush stones. And it was so difficult for me to do that. Then, and the little money, it was so little. Per month, 50,000. That was so little that I can't afford to help my family and myself.
But wouldn't you think that that was like a step back? Because working in the fields, you got 5,000 per day, which would mean you'd get at least more than 50 per month.
And I didn't even complete that month, catching stone for 50,000. It was so little, and then I had to leave that piecework, and then I went to someone else. You know, God helps through the people. That's where I also got that piecework for crushing stones. Then I was offered 7,000 after 2 weeks. Then that was fine with me.
It was okay with you?
It was okay, and then I continued to do that piecework for about 9 months.
9 months. And how was the situation at home? Was it getting any better?
Yes, of course, it was changing because I was able to find soap for my children, and even the younger one to send them to school with that little I had.
Okay. And then how about you know, the garden? You mentioned something about your garden. Was your garden still operating?
No, because I didn't have enough time to go to Creston and then going to the garden. It was not possible for me to do that.
Okay. So, and your children, was there anybody who could help you in your, like, with whatever you were doing? Was there any of your children that was at an age that could actually help you with your work, or were they all underage and they couldn't really support you in?
My firstborn daughter was able to help me because I was staying with also my grandsons, and just a little bit go back after that year, my husband died, and my daughter also died, leaving 2 children.
Okay.
And those are the children I was cared for.
Okay.
And the other kid was so small, he was not able to walk. He was an orphan. Then in that whole time is when I really faced the difficulties because I had to look for food in order for him not to have malnutrition. Then I had to work so hard.
Okay. Okay. And yes, and your daughter, you're saying, was that your firstborn daughter that died?
My second.
Your second-born daughter. Was she already married by then?
Yes.
And your firstborn daughter, was she married by then?
She was married, yes.
Oh, okay. So, how about school-wise? Were you able to take them to school?
The grandson, yes, I was able.
And your daughters, had they gone through school like in a normal procession like everybody else?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, and let's go back a little to when your husband died, or to before your husband died. What was he doing?
He was a farmer.
He was a farmer. So you depended solely on farming.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then after he died, what happened to all the farms?
You know how things happen. I didn't have animals to go to farm, so that was, I had to look for other people to hire their animals. So they needed money, and that's where it was so difficult. You know, when your husband dies, sometimes they take away all the things from you. Then you have to start a new life.
And then, so you're telling me even his relatives left you to your fate? They did not even help you a bit?
No.
And how about your relatives? Did you have anyone you could count on, anyone you could rely on?
My firstborn daughter was married somewhere, and then the person who used to help me.
And from your side, your own relatives?
Nobody helped me.
Nobody helped you? Okay, so that is really, really sad, and that is really terrible as to how we could leave our own fellow people to, to suffer in their fate, and we don't even look at how we can help them, because I'm sure if she had people to help her, life would have been a little bit better and a little bit easier. So let's go back. Let's take us now further on to after the piecework, the hospital piecework. How did you find yourself working here in Matcha Works?
I had to sit down and think, oh, this little man, 50,000, I can't afford. Then I went to Matcha Works. Well, it was not yet Matcha Works. I don't know how I can cook. I went to visiting stuff. Once I'm looking for piecework, then I got piecework. I was told to find a hammer or a metal using for crushing stones, and I look for a friend who can help me. So we used to sit under the tree. It was very hot, sunny, that we cracked the stones, and at the end of after 2 weeks, we are offered the 7,000. And that time, it was much better than before.
It was much better than before, but still not sufficient enough to take care of your family.
No.
Okay, and then how did you go through that? How did you work your way through that?
I had the courage of, if I work hard, maybe tomorrow I'll be better. Then I continued crushing stones, getting that 70,000 after 2 weeks. After a while, then we are given 120,000 out of crushing those stones.
Okay. So that 120,000 was per week or
per month?
Per month. So you moved from 5,000 a day to 50,000 a month to 70,000 in 2 weeks.
Yes.
And then now 120 in a month.
Yes.
Which is an improvement.
Yeah, that was
okay.
an improvement.
So how did you get the position you had at Matcha Works?
After crushing the stones, then there was another piece work at the community center. That was doing the cleaning. Okay. You're rubbing the floors, the walls, doing all that kind of cleaning. I worked there, and when I was given opportunity to go to work at the community, then the money rose a bit. It was now 200,000. We worked there, and at last through hard working, how God helps. Then I was appointed to lead my friends supervising while doing the cleaning. We did that cleaning after a while, and then another opportunity came to help in the stores, supplying out shovels, cement, those types of tools of building materials.
Yeah, that was. Okay, so viewers, we shall go for a little break right now, and after the break, we're going to see just how her life changed and how her life became better due to all her hard work and how she feels and how she's living right now.